What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about retail arbitrage again. Now this is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 where we talk about how to find products that you can resell for profits, whether it be on Target or Walmart or in person, and sell them on Amazon, part 1 I'll leave in the description, but this part is going to be explaining the back end of retail arbitrage if you're going to do it through Amazon. So I'm going to go over how to get the product from wherever you're buying it from if it's online to Amazon, so you don't have to ever hold the product yourself, have to ship it out to customers. Amazon will be doing all the work for you. Now, one thing you will need is to create an Amazon seller account. I'll leave a link so you guys can do that in the description as well. So the example I used in the last one, we went over to Target in their clearance section and found a couple items. Now I'm going to be using this stunt drone as my example again. So all I'm going to do, if you want to create a listing on Amazon, there's two different ways. You can go into, it's called Seller Central or your seller dashboard on Amazon. So I go over here. I'm just going to copy and paste the title. This is a very easy way to do it. Just go over to Amazon.com. Now this isn't even the seller section. And we're going to look up and make sure you choose the right product, which one it is. This one I believe is this one. Yes, S1 1750. Okay. So this is the same product. Now, you don't have to go create a listing like this. You don't have to take pictures. You don't have to do anything. It's not like eBay. We are simply going to list our product under this listing already. Now you can see there's people here that have done the same thing. Some have used products, some have new. So we're going to look at the new ones. And you can see what the price is listed at. Now some of these include shipping, and you will see some that are Prime. Now Prime means the person sent their inventory to Amazon so Amazon can fulfill it. Now, that is going to be the same strategy we're using because you can charge a higher price and qualify for Prime and still get sales. So, one thing to be aware of when doing retail arbitrage or selling on Amazon is something called the buy box. Now, what is the buy box? Simply, the buy box is if there's multiple sellers on a listing and I click add to cart, whose product is it going to add to cart? If it's the same price, what does it go off of? Well, it goes the lowest price, but if I am fulfilling the item myself, so it is not Prime, that means that someone who does have Prime can charge up to 15% more than me and still get the buy box. So you can see right here, this one, the one that is $32.47 is the one that has the buy box. So if I hit add to cart or buy now, it would add that one. Now, you can see this one is $26.91, but it's used, so it does it by new. So let's look at new and see which one comes first. So you can see this one right here is $31.55 and free shipping, but this one's $32.47 with Prime, and they can charge more. So it's up to 15% if you want to win the buy box. So after we figure that out, all we have to do is scroll down under right where we were, and you'll see a button that says have one to sell, sell on Amazon. Now you have to create an Amazon seller account, which there will be a link in the description like I said. We just click that button and it will take us directly to create our listing through our Amazon seller dashboard. And this is literally how easy it is. So condition, do not worry about these two, you won't touch these. Condition, we are selling new. Your price, so let's just say we want to match the lowest price so we can get the most profit. And how many do we have? We just have one unit per se. So all we would do is click save and finish. Now we're done with this page. We don't really need this at all. So it'll take a minute or two to update, and then you'll see it in here and you'll see that it is active. You can see the product name. You can see how many units you have and the fee, which is just 15% of the sale price right here, the referral fee. And you can change your price over here. Now, right now, we are fulfilling this item. If we don't change anything, if we got a sale, we'd have to ship it out, package it, and whatnot. What we're going to do is change it to fulfilled by Amazon, hence Amazon FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. So we send all our inventory to Amazon. Anytime we get a sale, Amazon sends out that inventory, and we don't have to do anything. We don't have to approve it or anything. It just goes straight out to the customer. So what we need to do is go over under edit, click the little drop down, and we need to change to fulfilled by Amazon right here. We click that, and then it's going to bring us to a shipping plan. So right here, it'll say manufacturer barcode. Do not change that. Leave it as manufacturer. Do not check the box and click convert. and send inventory. Now, when doing this, you want to have a box full of multiple products. You don't want to send a single unit at a time. You want to get as many in one box as you can to save money on the shipping costs, but you'll see how cheap it is to ship things to Amazon directly. So sometimes you will have some required information. It'll say add dangerous goods info. This is normal a lot of times if it has battery or whatnot. So does this product utilize batteries? We'll just say no on this actually, because which are sold separately. So this one does not have batteries in it. Is considered a dangerous good? No, it is not. Done. And it'll let us go straight and make our listing. You can see required information completed, save and continue. Now this next part will be the shipping plan. Now what you can do here is this is going to be the ship from address. So this is where it's coming from. So right here, this is a random supplier, but right here, this is where you would fill out your address and your information, and you would choose the packaging type. Now, case packed is probably 1% of the products you'll send in, or even none. 99% of the time, individual products is what you're doing. And if you read this, I'm going to pull this up so you guys can read it. So case packed, if your shipment consists of cases previously packaged, but you're going to be selling them individually, then that is case packed. Now, if it's individual, it's just individual items all together. It's not, the example I give is if you're going to sell a Coke and you're just sending in individual bottles of Coke, it would be individual. If you're sending in 6-packs, but you want them to be sold individually, then that would be case pack. So we're going to choose individual, and we'll click continue. So now you can choose multiple products to do this from your inventory section on your seller dashboard. But all we would do is go over and put the number of units. So let's say we have 10 units. We bought 10 of these, let's say. Now it'll ask us condition new, prep. So for prep, we do not need any prep. We don't have to have anything done at all to it. So we're going to say merchant, which is just us saying we did the prep. Now labeling. Labeling you can do yourself, or you can allow Amazon to charge 20 cents a unit to do labeling for you. And it makes it a lot easier to do it that way. If you don't have a label printer and whatnot, it's a lot easier, especially just beginning, and 20 cents a unit isn't much. So number of labels, we're going to need 10. Now we can print them out ourselves if we wanted to, but for this one we chose Amazon, so we don't need to fill that out. And we will click continue. And it'll bring us to kind of review that shipment. You can see the name of it. It gives us an address. Now we click approve shipment, and we have 2 more steps: prepare shipment and summary. So at this point, you would go and create your box that you're going to send into Amazon. Now, it doesn't have to be just one product. It can be multiple products. Now, when you choose your shipping service, you will not have to change this really ever. If you choose other carrier, you don't even have to choose this. This does not matter right here. Leave it as small parcel unless you're sending in 150 pounds of stuff, which I doubt most of you will be doing right away. And it'll ask how the shipment will be packaged. So will you have multiple boxes, or is everything in one box? For us, we're putting everything in one box here. And this is when you package up your box, put all the units in it, and then tape it up. And you would have to weigh it. So let's say each one is 1 pound. So we're going to say this weighs 10 pounds. And we'll say this one is 12 by 12. Actually, we'll go 12 by 12 by 6 for fun. Now, it's a little bit bigger for a box. Not too bad. Same with weight, not too bad. And that is the last part for this. So everything in one box. We have our weight and dimensions here. Lastly is shipping labels. Now, what is shipping label? This is just what goes on the box, on top of the box with all your units in it, saying where to ship it, just like any package has. So what you would do is click print box labels, and it'll download a PDF, which let me show you guys real quick. So it downloaded this, and I would print this out right here, cut it out, and I would put it on my box. Now after that, you can always come back, change and edit and delete. Nothing's ever really final here, even when you click complete. So I'll click complete, and that means we are all the way done with this one. Now, one thing I did skip over is Amazon partnered carrier. So this is where you can utilize Amazon's huge discounts they get because they work with UPS and FedEx. Now, right now, I cannot click this because I have a Chinese address right here. But if it was in the United States, I've used this service before. Shipping is very, very cheap. For a box that's 10 pounds and this weight, you're probably looking at $5 maybe, 5 or 6 max. So 50 cents a unit to send in 10 units, which is very, very cheap because of the discounts they get. You can either drop it off as your nearest post office, you can schedule them to come pick it up. So you will be able to choose one of these, and Amazon just charges your seller account. Like I said, it's very, very cheap, and it will just take you through that process, but it does need to be a valid address. They do not have it in China. So that is something I skipped over right there. And you'd finish everything else, and that would be it. You go, you send your shipment, you print your shipping label, you put it on your box, and you bring it to your post office, have them pick it up, and you wait. And once it's in inventory, under your inventory tab, you will be able to see. Now, one thing you will have to do is go to the actual listing and check prices. Now, if this item sells or someone else comes in with a lower price, I do not have the buy box. So I want the buy box. So I may need to adjust my price on products. So I would check every day or multiple times a day what your price is and if you are the lowest one with the Prime shipping. So that's the entire back end for doing retail arbitrage with Amazon. You want to send in multiple units at once if possible.